You guys played the video game?
Yes.
I have not.
Yes, yes, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, all of you, yes. All right. So I'll do a quick spiel. This is the Bloodborne card game based on the video game. It's super easy, like walk in the park game about like monsters. Like, you go through, you kill monsters, just lying around waiting for you to pick up their blood.
Walk in the park, huh?
No challenge whatsoever.
Yeah.
I was bored.
Just like the video game.
The art is way too cheery and bright and rough. But
Pink unicorns and
we
fountains.
decided to make it a little bit more, a little darker. So this game is, for those of you who know Bloodborne, this is based off the Chalice Dungeons.
Okay.
It's the only way I could make a game that isn't like 60 hours long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would have been fine by me, but
Not for the market, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But Bloodborne is it's such an open world, sprawling, like genre-defying game that I wasn't even gonna try to capture that in a board game. This is something that people want to make literally a gateway game for people who play the console game, who want to get into gaming with something that's like relatively easy to play, but really tricky and really brutal and really unforgiving. So you're gonna die a lot. Don't worry about it.
Fair enough.
All right. So this is Bloodborne. You guys are going through a Chalice dungeon. You're going to fight. You're going to fight 10 different monsters and bosses. These are randomized. I took 7 random monsters, 3 random mini bosses from that pile. You're going to run through these guys, and you're going to fight a random end boss at the end. So there are 5 of them. We're going to pick one of them. I'm going to pick this one because I love players suffering. So I'll do the reveal later. So, every one of you guys are hunters going out to kill the monsters. You're killing monsters and taking their blood. Pretty much exactly what you expect. As you kill monsters, you take blood. You're going to put them here in your collected blood echoes, that is at risk. If you die, you're going to lose everything. But if you want, instead of fighting a monster, you can choose to escape to the hunter's dream and bank all of your blood, but lose out on that actual combat. So it is classic Bloodborne style. Push your luck, kill as much stuff as you can until you need to escape. That's the general.
you can't get it back though, like in the game. You
No,
can't
you
retrieve
cannot.
it. Okay.
Nope. Once you get in this, it's gone. That's the only way I can make a 45-minute game.
I see.
Okay, so you guys are going to fight Vicar Emilia. Normally your maximum life is 8. The boss has a constant effect on the game, so every boss changes the game fundamentally. In this, your maximum life is 6. You're going to die a lot more, which makes me happy. So she's out here. You guys are going to fight your way through these monsters, and then you're going to fight Vicar Emilia. When this fight is over, whoever has the most blood and trophies wins the game.
Okay.
I designed the game in such a way that you can really just jump right in, and we'll just jump right into the game and learn it as we go. Once you played one round, you'll know basically most of the rules. Cool enough? All of you guys have the same basic starting hand of melee and ranged weapons. I'm going to use one of yours as an example. You'll have the same melee and ranged weapons to fight monsters with, and you'll be upgrading those as we go through the game. So I'm going to also put out some nice upgrades here. There's one up here for every player. Look at all those delicious ranged weapons. All right. I'll explain the game, so they won't make sense to you until you do it. So, every round. For first player, who's the last person to suffer an injury?
That might be me. Nearly cut my thumb off.
There we go. That's so you are the first player.
Yay.
Welcome to Bloodborne. So what we're doing, I'm just going to jump right into it. The game's played round by round. So the first thing you do every round is we're going to reveal a new monster to fight. Rawr. We're going to fight the Bloody Crow of Canehurst. The monster's going to come with a number of blood. 6 blood, but 6 blood normally. In a 4-player game, you add 1 blood. In a 5-player game, you add 2 blood to all monsters. So you guys are going to have a you have 1 round to take the monster down. This is not a cooperative game though; it's a competitive game. Only one of you guys is going to win.
The killing blow counts?
Pardon?
The killing blow counts.
Well, we'll get to that. We'll get there. So, everybody's from your hand. You're going to simultaneously and secretly choose one of those cards to play, either one of your weapons or the transform or escape to the Hunter's Dream. You'll simultaneously play it and then reveal it. But don't worry, I'm going to walk you guys through that card so you can make a more informed decision. But once you reveal your cards, the cards will only resolve in player order. So starting from the first hunter, yours will go, then yours, then yours, then yours, then yours. Before that, the monster's going to hit you. It's going to attack everybody. You're going to roll a die, colored equal to lantern. There's 3 type of dice they have, ranged from easiest to hardest. Take a wild guess how that works. The monster will roll that die, do that much damage to everybody. Anybody who survives, their card gets to go off. If you die, too bad, your card doesn't happen. You lose all your cards. It's a dark day in Bloodborne. Okay. I just said in Bloodborne. That's that. And then once everybody's resolved their damage, your cards will. Can I just use yours as an example? Your melee and range weapons just tell you right here how much damage they deal. So, like if you did Sock Cleaver, you take 1 damage. So you just take 1 blood off the monster, you collect it.
Okay.
If the monster has been killed, all the blood's gone, every player who dealt damage to it gets a trophy of that monster's type. You advance that trophy and it goes up there. These are guaranteed points for you at the end of the game. The more monsters of a type you kill, the better value the trophy becomes at the end of the game. But only if you dealt damage to the monster.
Okay.
If otherwise, if it didn't die, it runs away and nobody gets a trophy. Those are the basics. Any questions so far? Okay, I'll run you guys through these cards, and you'll know all the rules of the game. Saw Cleaver deals 1 damage. Hunter's Axe deals 2 damage. So why the difference? Once you use a card, that card is gone. You cannot get it back until you escape to the Hunter's Dream. Until you skip combat to get them all back. So you gotta choose when you use your better weapons. The Hunter's Pistol is a ranged weapon. If you're the only one to reveal the Hunter's Pistol, you get to snipe and deal 1 damage before anybody else.
Okay.
Remember, once if it comes around to you and there's no blood left on the monster, that's too bad. You died to player order. So pay attention to player order. Pay attention to what cards people have played. That's a big part of the tactics. The Hunter's Dream. If you play the Hunter's Dream instead of a card, that's you withdrawing from the combat. You take half damage. You don't fight. You don't deal any damage, but you get to get back. You get to bank all of your blood, which makes it permanently safe. And then you get all your cards back that you've already used, and then you get to go shopping for a new card. You just take a card. It's yours, and it adds to your hand forever. Player order matters, so if like you and you both play Hunter's Dream, then you'll get to pick first, then you'll get to pick. Finally, Transform. This is the trickiest card in the game. If you play Transform instead of Weapon, you get to look at what everybody else has played and then play a melee or ranged weapon in reaction to that. If multiple people play Transform, you both have to play your next card simultaneously.
What if someone buys stuff off here? Do they refresh in some way?
They refresh at the end of the round. So you buy stuff, and then after everybody's bought their stuff, then you replenish up the
And this is the deck from...
That's the deck.
We just refill, we don't discard and refill?
You refill, just refill. That's it. Anybody have any questions so far? All right, you are absolutely allowed to table talk and talk about your hands, whatever you want, but you must choose your cards simultaneously.
How about the blood echoes that are left when the game ends? Are they
when the game ends,
additional
you will
points?
bank your unblanked blood. When the game ends, you will bank your unblanked blood.
And if you go to the Hunter's Dream, you don't bank them?
If you go to the Hunter's Dream, you bank them. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
And those are just 1 point per 1 blood?
Yeah, you take the blood, you put it from here, you put it there. You just don't lose it now when you die.
Each blood is worth 1 point?
Each blood is worth 1 point, your trophies are worth points.
All right.
And then 1 and 5?
Exactly right, yeah.
Okay.
All right.